Birthmother Kandace Rather placed her child for adoption when she was just 17 years old. 32 years later, she's overcome the pain of that decision and is sharing her story with other parents. Earlier this week, Rather was part of a panel discussion about adoption, and our David Chazanoff was there. So, David, who was invited to this discussion?
Yeah, Crystal, adoptive parents or those considering adoption were invited to the panel on Wednesday. Now there they heard stories from mothers like Rather, who placed her son Tyler for adoption. Rather says she'll remember that experience for the rest of her life.
It was one of the hardest things I've ever done because I have a really strong natural mother instinct anyway.
That instinct affected her decision.
To be able to sit down and process not just what I wanted, but what was going to be best for him at the time.
Luckily for Rather, she didn't think this through alone.
I had a birth mom advocate or a social worker at the time that helped walk me through every step of that.
By making her write reasons for choosing adoption in a journal.
After I gave birth, I went over those reasons because everything in me at the time wanted to keep, but I just knew that it wasn't best at that time.
Rather says receiving support made her decision easier. She has advice for birth mothers in the same situation.
Don't do it alone. Do it with someone that can help you, walk with you, understand your pain, your grief, and, just answer the questions that you're going to have along the journey.
Rather's adoption was semi-open, meaning she keeps in touch with Tyler's adoptive parents.
We've actually been reunited, so he's 32 now.
Amy Yen was at the panel. She says she learned a lesson from hearing Rather's story.
The importance of communication really was stressed. It made me want to go and communicate more with our birth moms.
She is the adoptive mother of 2 kids.
So I have a just turned 3-year-old and an 8-year-old daughter, Esther and Grace, and they are both thriving and wonderful kids. I love them just as much as if I biologically would have had them.
Yen keeps in touch with their biological mothers.
One of them we do twice a year, and then one of them we do once a year.
But after attending the panel, she plans to change that.
At least twice a year. Even if they don't respond back, they still want to get those letters.
Encourages birth mothers to reach out if they have any questions. She runs the nonprofit Harrison Creek Retreat in Neosho, Missouri, and Rather says she can be contacted on the retreat's Facebook page.